ends up getting the trade on him. One of his teammates is already rotating through CT spawn, and Kaplan ends up taking him out before he can fall back. Unfortunate. MJC with a great trade frag onto Ike from the catwalk. Let's see if he can try to pick up another one. Ray answers over on the CT ramp with an op shot from him. And a great peek by it Be Like That with a headshot onto MJC, punishing him for not changing his position. 2v2 situation. And great shots by it Be Like That. Incredible round by him. 10-4. Terrorists are up. A little bit of BM going on there in T-spawn, spending all their money. And Saniac changes his mind about that push peek. Like some aggression is going on over in the lower tunnels. Kaplan ends up getting a frag onto MJC. It'd Be Like That onto Atlas, and this round looks like it's crumbling just as the last few have. Kaplan just having no respect, pushing through. Ray gets a great scout shot onto Kaplan, one of my favorite guns. Scout is definitely a force to be reckoned with if you know what you're doing. The bomb is planted over on B side, so he's got to get over there quickly, and can't do so. Ike is taking him out with the op shot, and so that gives the half over to the terrace side, 11-4. Hey guys, so we got halftime going on here. Again, this is Northwest Esports NoScope 2 tournament. These are the finals that are being played online between teams from the Ashes and Oleg's Money Crew. All the matches were played over at the Seattle Home Show. There was a $250 entry fee with 5 teams, which will give the first place team $700 and the second place team $300. This is a best of 3. The first map is Mirage, and we have Terrorists up 11-4. Right, or CT's now up 11-4. So, decent match so far. A little bit of mistakes done on the CT side, but we'll see if they can't capitalize back on T side. I am What the Stuck, here casting for Northwest Esports. Jake Green, who has been one of my best friends for a really long time, has asked me to come and do that. I'm a small-time affiliate streamer, so if you get a chance, hop over to my channel and toss me a follow. I'd really appreciate it. And it looks like some pretty good utility on counter terrace, and 1 kit. So it Be Like That has the 1 kit over on B side, which may serve to be difficult because it looks like the terrorists are going to be trying to take over the A side. A couple of people in Palace there. So I feel some pretty healthy aggression coming out of the A site very soon. Counter terrorists are going to be ready for it though. There was already 3 people in middle, so there's going to be 4 over there on the A ramp already. Two excellent frags over, and MJC gets a second frag onto Kaplan, which puts them in a 3v2 situation. Terrorists could definitely capitalize on this. They have the bomb down, so as long as they don't overextend and push, they'll be able to secure that bomb site rather effectively. MJC and Ray get a frag onto Ike, which gives them that round, so good job to them. Now the aggressive play that's coming out from the CTs here, 5 scouts. That's good. That could definitely do some damage to them, so they're gonna have to watch out for that. No body armor on any of those counter terrorists, but they do have utility, so that could pay off for them in spades if they end up, you know, sticking together and having 2 people to share bullets with. Hopefully those terrorists can get up real close and use those SMGs to their advantage. Dragon Dog gets a immediate headshot onto Atlas over in the B tunnel. That's going to punish their push severely. Molly's coming out, and he's ready for it. Ends up tagging Kai down to 14 HP, so that's going to be a tough push for them. Looks like Ike and It Be Like That still have nades on there, so that can take care of a couple of low health people right off the bat. Counter-terrorists still have a pretty good setup. It's a 5v4 situation, and they have a pretty good spread right now. The terrorists are opting to take care of that. And like I said, that grenade can take care of a low player just like Kai was. Puts Ray in a 1v5 situation, and those scouts come up on top. So excellent play by the counter-terrorists, showing excellent prowess for knowing what they're doing. And a little bit of nostalgia coming out from Dragon Dog getting the MP5. If any of you guys played, you know, Counter-Strike 1.6 or 1.3 or whatever, MP5 is definitely a staple in that game. Atlas with a great headshot onto Dragon Dog over in the B tunnels. Blur, another Deagle shot. Terrorists decided to go for the Deagles, which are I've always wanted to get a bumper sticker that says my other op is a Deagle. It Be Like That, and Insaniac end up connecting, and Ike taking out Blur. That's 13-5 counter-terrorists. Their money's starting to get a little bit healthier now. Terrorists are going to be struggling a little bit. I think they need to save one more so they can try to win out. That's going to be a difficult mountain to climb, but I've seen it done before. Specifically, Cloud9 versus, what were they at the time? SK, perhaps? Cloud9 could, yeah, it was Cloud9. Could not commit to that 15th round. The Brazilian monsters ended up running over. Put a message in chat if I have the teams wrong on that. It could be it might have been Team Liquid. You know, it was a NA team against Fallen's team, whatever they were called at the time. Some slow-paced play out from the terrorists right now as they explode out from Palace. End up getting one frag on It Be Like That. Kaplan takes out two from the connector, which is going to put them in a great position. Atlas ends up taking out Insaniac as they try to push through from window. In a 2v3 situation, Dragon Dog ends up pushing through and getting the two frags with that beautiful MP5. So 14 rounds on the counter-terrorist side. Terrorists should have some money now, so hopefully they can do something with the AKs and the utility that they're going to purchase. You know, a lot of teams, especially with Northwest teams, a lot of people rely on their aim. A lot of people just rely on their own natural talent, their natural skill. But when you play a team like Oleg's Money Crew that have been playing together for quite a while, that's not going to do you much. A lot of these people have been in ESEA main. They got their stuff down. Their communication is excellent. And an auto sniper disrespecting two of the terrorists there. Putting them into a 1v4 situation after a nice frag from It Be Like That over onto the A ramp. Now Blur's got 1 minute and 20 seconds left. He can take his time to be able to try to get some frags out. He sees one person by themselves. Can't commit on that frag. And Kaplan ends up getting him out. So, unfortunate couple of missed shots there by Blur. Insaniac will try to get a nice peek out there from window. Pretty common occurrence. and does get the shot off on Ray. So there goes one side for the terrorists, one person from the terrorists already. They need to be able to smoke their places a little bit more. Ike does get a cheeky little taser shot onto MJC, so that's kind of fun. But to no avail, doesn't end up getting any other person. Now the bomb is planted over for the terrorist side, and they have some pretty good position advantages. So that's pretty, that'll be good for them. Let's see if they can capitalize on it. No dice. So there you have it for the first match. It looks like Oleg's Money Crew is going to take the first map in a 16-5. That's a pretty decisive win for Oleg's Money Crew. I think their positioning was excellent. I think their execution was a lot better. Their communication seemed to be a lot more in tune with each other. From the Ashes looked like they were having a little bit of a hard time coordinating where they were going to be peaking, where they were going to be placed. Their utility wasn't as high quality as Oleg's Money Crew was, and they ended up paying for that pretty hard. So let's see if they can get one of their maps that they've chosen. Does anybody know if who chose the first map? All right, so if that was from the Ashes map pick for their first map, they're in for a roller coaster of a ride. Let's hopefully see if they can end up picking up the next map here.
Team Supreme Volume 152.
About to shake the room with this one. Yeah, turn it up. Turn it up. About to shake the room with this one. Yeah, turn it up. Turn it up. About to shake the room with this one. Yeah, turn it up. Turn it up. About to shake with this one. Yeah, turn it up. Turn it up. About to shake the room with this one. Yeah, turn it up. Turn it up. About to shake with this one. Yeah, turn it up. Turn it up. About turn it up. Yeah.
Team Supreme Volume 154.
Then stand there while I look for my.
Two teams from the Ashes and Oleg's Money Crew. I am your host, What the Stuck, commentating for these matches. Looks like the next match is going to be on Overpass, so this should be definitely an interesting matchup. Oleg's Money Crew ended up taking the first match 11 to 4. So they're going to have a healthy mountain to climb from the Ashes are. So without further ado, let's get over to the match and we'll see how it goes. So the knife round has already happened, and it looks like From the Ashes is going to be taking the terrorist side. Good choice from the previous map that they'll be able to set the pace for the terrorist side. And they're off. Ike has started with a taser, some dualies, and a flash, so that'll be exciting. Looks like the spread is going to be pretty even for the CT side. There's going to be a couple of peaks over at long A, and the terrorists are aggressively try to take over that long area. Strong push over to the A area, but then they have the bomb rotating over the monster. So it's going to be a little bit of a switch up for them. Ike end up getting 2 frags with those dualies. Blur ends up getting the trade on him, but then gets taken out immediately by it be like that. And the counter terrorists are already there on the rotate. Terrorists do get the bomb down, so as long as they can hold this position without peeking or getting seen, they should have a pretty good solution for that. Excellent shot by Atlas. Gets taken out by it be like that, and that is the first round going to the counter terrorists. If you guys get a chance, please make sure you follow if you're not already, and if you are so inclined to do so, toss a subscribe over to Northwest Esports. They would greatly appreciate it. You can also find my channel at What the Stuck. If you want to get in touch with Northwest Esports, you can find them on Twitter at NWESORG. It looks like the terrorists have actually chosen to buy, so they did get quite a bit of money from getting the bomb plant down. Kai is fully equipped with utility and an AK. Ends up getting the first frag over on Ike, so that's an excellent opening for them. Insaniac answers that with an SMG frag and is able to pick up his AK. MJC is able to take him out and get that AK back, so that's going to be excellent for them. We're in a 3v4 situation. Terrorists are still taking their time, trying to see if they can get another pickoff, which should prove to be fortuitous for them. Atlas taking map control. Excellent decision by him. SMG boost coming up from behind truck, so that's going to be a pretty good vision for him, but then they'll know that they're... And a good spray down by it be like that. Atlas able to take out Kaplan, and MJC answers that with an AK of his own, which puts Dragon Dog with armor and a USP in a 2v1 situation. Not able to capitalize on that frag on MJC, and terrorists are able to take that round, so good job for them. Good choice on the buy. That's going to put the CTs at probably a 2-round save money disadvantage, so you know, I've seen some weird things come out from them, and that weird thing is happening, so they are opting to purchase whatever they can with what money they have. So if they lose this round, that'll put them behind for quite a while. Overpass is a really difficult map to try to control your money on, and with an aggressive team like Oleg's Money Crew, that could serve them to be actually pretty good. Insaniac with 2 excellent frags over on the fountain area gets those 2 frags and knows when to call it quits. Staying alive is much more important in this game than trying to get those 3rd, 4th, and 5th frags. Puts the terrorists at a frustrating disadvantage without map control and without bomb control. MJC and Kaplan end up trading out each other, with Atlas coming out on top with that, puts them in a 3v2 situation. Blur is unable to look over at the top of the corner, and Ike gets him in the back, punishes him for that. Blur does call that out, and Atlas is able to pick up that frag, so still a 2v1 situation. It's not terrible, but there is no knowledge as to where those CTs are. 38 seconds, he's going to have to go quickly to be able to get it planted.
I don't know about walking around.
Like the counter terrorists are spread out pretty
Yeah,
well
we just need to rush up.
with their positioning, so he could have a
Taking
chance to be able to do
control.
this if he gets that
That's what I
frag
did
on it.
last
If you
round
like
with
that.
Atlas.
A good choice of a fake plant, and cannot capitalize on that frag for it be like that. Atlas falls down, and the CTs end up getting that round. An interesting choice on moving around from Atlas, trying to peek out and get that frag, but unfortunately that puts him in a position to be overextended and be seen from too many angles. The terrorists are going to be doing an aggressive connector push, and the counter-terrorists are going to be right there to answer that, so no avail for them. They did get 2 frags, so that's not a bad choice by them, but they did buy an AK, so that's going to put them at a disadvantage for their money again. Again, if you guys are just joining us, this is the NoScope 2 finals